That's right. Another bag of cocaine. Another game handheld. So what do we got here? Well, you have to stay tuned and find out. But we're going to unbox this. And this one kind of snuck under the radar. I haven't heard much talk about this. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Again, thank everyone. We just recently hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone. Cannot believe it. So excited that we've done that. Let's keep growing this community of deadheads. Let's keep showing the world that we are dedicated to our favorite retro handheld games. And let's keep playing. Anyways, let's see what's inside of here. Guess what? We just hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I'm very appreciative for all the support you've given to the channel. It's very amazing. When I started this about 10 months ago, I had no idea that this was going to even turn into anything. I really started because I just wanted to enjoy sharing my point of view on these wonderful handhelds. It had been a long time since I'd really messed around or played with all of these older games, and nostalgia hit. And man, I am glad I've been on this journey with you guys. I have a full-time day job. This will never become full-time for me, but it is a passion and I do enjoy doing it, and I'm glad you're on this ride with me. So keep helping me out by supporting and purchasing when you can on those affiliate links. All the proceeds go back into helping this channel grow. Anyways, guys, Dead Fred, thanks you for all of that. Very impressed here with this box. They spent some money here. I know this thing is going for more than I thought it should, but this is pretty premium feeling. And then we have our USB-C to A cable. So there's that. We have our little QC card, and we have our manual. Okay, guys, you're gonna make this really nice box and no screen protector. Come on, man, what are you doing? Maybe there's one applied that I'm just not seeing. I don't know. We'll have to check it out and see. Let's take a look at this manual though. And X35s product instructions. Oh, that's a pretty different looking manual. Now this X line that they're coming out with, it might be some kind of premium line. I don't know. Premium for Powkiddy. Now what is that, guys? So let's look at the manual here. We have some precautions designed for users to use the game console correctly. Do not severely impact the host, especially this host, Dead Fred. Don't impact me, all right? Function introduction. So low battery power, basic functions. We have some entering game shortcut keys. A whole lot of shortcut keys there. Nintendo dual screen simulator, NDS. Press the right 3 joystick once. PSP. All right, install game simulator settings. So pretty nice looking package. Gotta say, right off the bat, the packaging is nice. I really like the packaging for the RGB20SX. If you guys remember when we opened that one, that was some primo packaging. All right, first impressions. I feel like I'm holding the RGB20S. Yeah, I mean, immediately it just feels like we're holding the RGB20S. But we have the same sticks we're used to. These are the same Switch style sticks we've seen a million times. Probably gonna suffer from drifts. They have a nice little texture to this time though. I gotta say, if you can see that texture is pretty nice right there. They seem to pivot okay. They do have L3 and R3. Little clicky sound. Not bad at all. We have our start and select, and we don't really have the face here. You know, the other one we had the silly stickers and all that you could put on here. This didn't come with any stickers, even though it said it's for cheap children's gifts. So we have our start and select here. So no menu button, I'm assuming or hoping it's somewhere else over here. A D-pad. D-pad seems serviceable. Let's see if there's any pivot on it. Okay, it's manageable. It's not bad. It's typical quality. I don't think we're going to get something here that's a lot better, but it seems to be okay. And then our buttons. Okay, these feel good. These buttons feel good. These remind me of the RGB30. So first impressions, this colorway, this purplish pink is nice. On the bottom we do have our charging port. It should be our DC port. Let's see if the camera can zoom in and show that. Yep, our DC port. Headphone jack on the back. Nice little texture here. Powkiddy X35s. So that's pretty nice. Oh look, these are not white. These are matching clear. They're not black. That's pretty nice. So I like that. That's pretty cool. This feels just like the RGB SX20. Let's see what it looks like. Let's compare this with the RGB 20SX. Voila. So you can see here with the RGB 20SX, of course, has the 4-inch screen. This is a 3.5-inch screen, both transparent. But look here, they use the black trigger buttons, and these are see-through. I kind of like the see-through, guys. I don't know what you're thinking, but let me know in the comments if you think that Powkiddy did good this. One thing about this is the distance that these stuck out. It looks like they've trimmed that back quite a bit. They're not sticking out quite as far, although I'm sure that's a little further than most people would want it to be, because if you're trying to get this thing in your pocket, you certainly don't want this sticking out. So we have a added sticker here, and then this is more like screen silk printed on it. Also, they use the white board on here, and this looks like this is a traditional black board on the inside. But going back and looking at this here, we pretty much, you know, again, I don't know why the sticks didn't go on the bottom. This looks more like a face, eyes, nose, now that I look at it. But then you have the little face here. So this of course is heavier, bigger. It has a better screen, 720p. This is 640, 480. So 4:3 ratio, 1:1 ratio. So there's quite a difference here between the two. But they're running at about the same price. That's my biggest, before even playing this, my biggest criticism is that you can pick this guy up on AliExpress for about what they're asking for this one right now. So, you know, that's really going to play in how I rate this thing. But let's get this thing fired up and let's see what it looks like. We know the RK3566. I don't even know if it's got Jellos. I don't know if it's got ArcOS, Rocknex. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, let's fire this thing up. And I realized I didn't show you guys the sides of this. So we have, and it's hard to read with this transparent, looks like that's our game. So that's our second slot with the game. And here is our OS. As soon as this will zoom in, there we go. So, and then we do have a reset and a power. And I am not seeing anywhere on here a menu button, so I'm very interested to see how we're going to handle this. We do have HD, HDMI, and OTG, so that's nice. We have both of those. Yeah, let's see. Let's get this guy going and see what we see. Again, I'm excited. You're watching this as I'm playing this. Oh, look at that. New Powkiddy logo. Have a light. I figured a light would be there. That's not surprising. Kind of digging the Powkiddy logo here. What they got going on. So it's been a mystery what this OS is. Oh, Emuelec. Huh. Color me surprised. I did not expect that. All right, so we're running Emuelec. Let's see what we got on here. Some really terrible music. So let's Emuelec 4.5. Let's Epic Cody. Let's get this music off of here. I can't stand the front end music. I like that it exists. I just don't like it. So. All right, so looks like we do have a normal Emuelec, and this is one of my favorite themes here, tools. So Pixelcade, Drastic, Show Last Emuelec, Skyscraper, I don't know what that is, Self Scraper, System Info. Let's look at the system info real quick, take a look at it. This is an interesting build. Okay, so we have 2 gigs used. I am not a developer. Our ROMs, 26 gigs of ROMs. Is that what that's saying? Temperature monitoring. So CPU is not pushing anything right now, and it's running at 34. That's good. Don't have the network on, so let's close that. I was really expecting Jello, to be honest. So a little surprised here that this is what we got on here. YouTube search, so don't know what that's about. Terminal. And then we have some tools here. BIOS, cheat, system recovery. Okay, pretty interesting. RetroPie, MPlayer. So I don't know what a Didoo is. Let's find out what's a Didoo. The screen looks pretty nice. Oh. Alright, so it's going to play. It's a video player. Let's see how this sounds. It looks pretty clear. I'm trying to hear the speakers coming out. Kind of beautiful. So you got your controls here. Picture quality is excellent. I gotta say, it looks really good. Sub delay. I have no idea what I'm doing, Deadhead. So, but as I'm pressing these buttons, I like the feel of these buttons. The travel distance is good. Oh, I took a screenshot. So enough of that. We'll have to do a little more messing around with that and kind of see what all we can do. Pico 8, MSX, PC Engine, TurboGrafx, CD. One game. Is it Dracula? Oh, at least it's the best game. Yeah, no screen protector. I kind of wish this had a screen protector. You know. Mario. Oh, it's a me, Mario. That was a nice touch, Deadheads. So I don't know what core they're running. Glide N64. High level inflammation. Okay, well, again, I just want to play this like you would buy it out of the box, the way it's set up, the way it comes, running Emuelec. Yeah, choking a little bit. So even the 3566 has some issues with N64. I'm not digging the speaker on this, guys. Let me say. Right away, the speaker is just not doing it for me. This is running at about how I would expect it to run in RK3566. Let's see how the game runs though. So my favorite part of this so far, the transparent triggers. I like that they've cut them a little bit, although I wish they were more cut and flat. The buttons, I'm liking the buttons quite a bit. I don't know how I feel about Emuelec. We'll see. I mean, I think overall, I wish ArcOS could be officially supported. I wish that they would have done things correctly. Let's see, continue. Oh, no, we don't want to quit. So funny to me that, you know, Rare is now thought of as a Microsoft product. When I never would have thought that way back in the day whenever Nintendo was dominating, and Rare was in their pocket. Let me get fast forward through this. So you can hear the stuttering. This is a game that needs a higher level of CPU to really play this very well. So it did as expected. I don't need to get further into the game. It's playing as I thought. It's not really a playable game, a game that I would try to play on this. But it should play some of the other stuff better than what you could try to play on the RGB20S. Throw in a little stick cap here, a little matching green one that I had just to give it a little difference here. So let's try some CruisN. Alright, so this seems to be doing okay. So Death Valley. Well, let's go down here and start out. There's a little bit of slowdown as expected. Now, a standalone emulator is going to play this a lot better than RetroArch. So if you're wondering if this is the best the CPU can do, it's not. You need better software, better emulation. But again, I want to play this just like you guys would be picking this up and buying it. As soon as I can figure out what makes... There we go. So yeah, this is a stuttering mess. This is not... And you know, I wish if they were going to, you know, advertise the system to be playable, that they would do their best to optimize this. This should be loading from Emuelec, a standalone emulator. I shouldn't have to go in and change it. You know, a lot of people who don't play these are not going to understand that or take the time to learn it. I've been running Emuelec and running RetroArch for many, many years, and so, you know, I have the expertise to know this. The analog stick is fine. I feel like I'm getting pretty good traction. It's working as expected. Nothing amazing here. Our normal stick, switch type stick here, but it's running as I would expect it. This game just isn't. The game is just not running as expected, but let's see if we really want this thing to choke out. Let's see what some Mario Tennis does. If it's even on here. Let's see if they have the Mario games. They may not even have them. Yeah, no Mario. So there's no Mario in here. I don't blame them, but let's do some Kirby 64. I mean, it's a Me Mario, but there's no Mario games. Or at least I didn't see any of the M's. Kirby is a much less demanding game. Yep, I know how to copy. All right. So this must not have analog stick support. So this is running okay. You know, I don't have a 20S anymore that I could put it next to it and really just test it and see if this is much better than what you would get. Now remember, this is the same CPU that you have on the RGB20SX. So this should run identically, although it's different software, run identically to that as far as performance goes based on its abilities. The difference being your screen. You got a 4-inch screen at a 1:1 ratio versus here with a 4:3 ratio, 640 by 480. Throw some boomerangs. So guys, you know, I got a big issue with this. Let's sum up my issues with this handheld. Let's start with the things that I don't like. I don't like the sticks up top, okay? I don't like that we're putting a 3566 in this and asking for a price that is at the same as its big brother that has 4 inches and you know, a 720p screen. I don't like the sound on this. I'm not sure what the deal is with the sound. It looks like it has just this front firing speaker right here, but the sound is not great. It could be just this unit here, may not be all of them, I don't know, to be fair, but mine's not doing it for me. The D-pad is just barely adequate. Here's the things I like. I like that we're running a different Emuelec, a newer one. I do like that. I like to see differences and see how this is, because this is easily customized firmware. If you hate the one it ships with, you can change it. I mean, just like with the H700s, you hate that, you don't like Ambernick's software, you know, load up some Mustard OS. So it's very good. I like seeing the providers, the manufacturers make their own OS or make an OS and ship it with it. So it's nice to see a different one here. I like the look of this, the color. I like the build quality so far, besides the speaker. Everything seems to be pretty good. I haven't had any quality control errors. I don't like the missing menu button. Don't know why that went away. Why? Why is there not a menu button here? You didn't want the face? That's fine. Put it over here. Put it somewhere else. Unless I'm just missing it. And I just don't like the price of this, guys. An R36S has dual sticks. They're on the bottom. This is not, the 3566 is not a big enough jump in performance to me, you know, to justify a $30 price increase to play a little bit better for your N64 and your Dreamcast games, and maybe, you know, your Linux base or your Portmaster, maybe that'll work better, I don't know. But I'm gonna say, you know, again, unless you're a collector like me, or you're interested, I don't think that this device is terrible. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's just launched in a middle crowd of a whole lot of other devices, and there's not a lot here standing out. It is a vertical 3566, but again, we've got the RGB20SX, which, you know, if I'm going to plop down the same amount of money, guys, I say go for that over this. This is not going to be that much more pocketable. You know, you're going to get a better screen out of the other one. And you still have the same sleep problems with the CPU. We'll do a lot more testing, and we'll update this review or do a further review if we find, you know, something better or favorable to it. But right now, I think this product just came out at the wrong time. I think that's why it's not being advertised heavily. I think if you get it, you're getting a pretty good device. You're just paying more than you should, and there's better options. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this first look and first impressions review of the Powkiddy X35s. And we've got a 10X coming. Powkiddy's releasing a lot of duplicate stuff lately, stuff that's just iteration. So not sure why they're doing that, but you know, we're going to keep looking at these, and we hopefully will see surprises like the RGB V10. That was a very pleasant. I mean, the Powkiddy V10. That was a very pleasant surprise there. Anyways, guys, remember to go hug your loved ones, because tomorrow's never promised. We'll see you next time, Deadheads. Dead Fred out.